Today we are looking at top 5 most expensive coffees in the world. Welcome to User Mask and thank you for joining me once again. Today we have a warm, freshly roasted treat of topic to share, okay? So it doesn't trigger dreamy pleasure on everyone, but the smell of the finest quality of coffee, freshly brewed and steaming with delight certainly does it for many of us. But without further ado, let's move on to our top 5 list of the most expensive coffees in the world. If you are new here, welcome and be sure you guys hit the sub button. Number 5. St. Helena coffee, sold for $79 per pound. The history behind this outstanding coffee is rather fascinating. St. Helena is a small island located in the Atlantic about 12 miles off the coast of the West Africa. In 1850, Napoleon lost the Battle of Waterloo, and with this defeat, filled in his megalomaniac ambition to take over the world. He was sentenced to live the rest of his life in the Ceylon, the remote island of the St. Helena. Although by definition it was his prison, it couldn't have been too bad of the way he lived his twilight years. Indeed, he began cultivating coffee. The St. Helena coffee brand is a direct result of field world domination by one of the most infamous military leaders in the history. So the main reason people are willing to pay so much for St. Helena coffee is because it's a credible history and sheer quality of aromatic flavor. Napoleon might not have the best of chances when it comes to international diplomacy, but he sure knows how to make a fantastic cup of joe. Kopilowak sold for $160 per pound. This coffee is world famous for the ways it's cultivated. Kopilowak is grown in Indonesia, particularly around Bali. The area is inhabited by a large number of wild civet cats. They absolutely adore eating raw fruits of the coffee beans straight off the tree. The coffee fruit passes through their digestive systems and ferments the process the perfectly conditioned beans, then picked out of the animal's excrements, washed, roasted, and then distributed. Due to the fact this coffee has become so popular, there are many horrific practices now taking place by unlicensed and unregulated located business. Many Indonesians have decided to capitalize on tourist history by capturing civet cats, caking them, and forcing them to eat the cheapest coffee fruit they can find. This is not the trick Kopilowak. If you are interested in trying this unique and delicious coffee, then make sure it's come from a reliable source. Otherwise, you may be drinking a very expensive luxury crap. Number 3. Sandals Miranda, sold for $350 per pound. This extraordinary coffee is grown in the Jammu region of Panama, the site of the mountain pearl. The coffee trees share their living culture with guava trees. Legend has it that this creates perfect pH level in a soil. Furthermore, the guava trees tower high above, meaning that the coffee can take its time nurturing in the shade. The result is utterly stupendous. For these reasons, this coffee won almost every international accolade possible for coffee bean. Indeed, it's so delicious and satisfying. Number 2 is Fancy Island Hato, sold for $500 per pound. These coffee beans are literally the diamonds of Central America, grown only in few very small mountainous regions of Guatemala. These are some of the smallest coffee beans on the planet. They are so small, they look more like dark grains of rice. These trees are guarded day and night by heavily armed guards because each bean is worth more than most people will earn in the week. A true luxurious coffee that will set you back more than $50 a cup. Number 1. Black Ivory coffee, sold for $550 per pound. The reason that these coffee beans are the most expensive in the world is because the cultivation method is very inefficient. Most of the beans consumed will be completely broken down by the elephants. In such a way, this coffee is always high in demand because it's so rare. Flavor is intense, dreamy, unlike anything else in the world. If you are visiting Thailand, I definitely recommend visiting the plantations and trying some for yourself. But be ready to pay upwards of $60 for a single cup. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like that, don't forget to hit the sub button. See you next time. Stay alive.